Alright everyone, today we're going to go over all the new Birthright effects that were added in the Repentance update that dropped earlier today. Now, the mod obviously is not up to date because it still says no effect. However, every single character in the game now has a Birthright effect. I know, it's crazy, right? Imagine an item doing what it's intended to. But to start with, Maggie. +1 health container, which is cool, I guess. But the really cool part, and I mean really cool, and I think this is genuinely like a good Birthright, like one of the really good ones. As you can see, Maggie can now go up to a total of 18, only 18, no more, but 18 hearts. This is looking like some Flash Isaac shit right here, but just look at that. That's fantastic. I like this. I think it's a pretty solid Birthright. Not game breaking, but like really good. So I think Maggie definitely got the Birthright she deserved. All right, next character we're taking a look at is Kane. Kane's Birthright is, in my opinion, meh, but it's probably pretty all right. I mean, you're gonna need practice to like know if it's good, but basically flat 1 luck as you see there. And now arcades are gonna be better, which means they'll spawn at least 4 machines or beggars, and you can get one in the Cathedral and Shoal. Basically, you get more arcades. They don't require 5 coins. You'll get them every floor. Well, you can get them every floor. And I'll try to show off one popping up in the shoal. So as you can see here, there is an arcade on the shoal. Now, I'm kind of broke. Let me just sort that out. But yeah, there is an arcade on the shoal. And this is a pretty nice arcade. Okay, I can see how this will be useful, especially with Luckfoot, which I should have, but I don't because I used Clicker. Please ignore me. But yeah, so he'll get arcades, a lot more stuff from arcades. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, and the next character we're taking a look at is Judas. Now, Judas is a bit of a complicated one, so I'm going to try to go over it the best I can. Okay, so first things first, Book of Belial kind of acts like Book of Virtues now. So as you see up there, I have Book of Belial. If I were to give myself, like, the bean, the classic, right? Bam. I should probably turn Debug 8 off, huh? But yeah, so now I have Book of Belial and the bean, which is actually, like, ridiculously cool, right? That's kind of nice. I mean, with both of those, that means Book of Belial is now a 1-room charge. But as you can see there, it's a 1.61 damage increase, which isn't huge. However, if I remove the bean and give myself, like, let's just give ourselves Eden's. So actually, it doesn't work with some one-use items, so I'm going to skip that one. But let's give ourselves Delirium. Delirious, sorry. 12-room charge. Went from a 1.61 to a 9.61 damage increase. So it does scale with that, which is pretty cool. Okay, now here's a one-time use item. And as you see, the one-time use item did nothing, but if we pick up the poop, that does give us a small damage increase. And then this is Brown Nugget, a item that charges up in the room. And as you saw from me placing that down, it doesn't give me a damage upgrade, which I think is fair. But yeah, that's just one thing to note. It does make items like that kind of meh. Now, one cool thing is with the Book of Belial and the Alabaster Box, it actually allows black hearts to count towards Alabaster Box, which that's pretty neat. Also, I don't know if that was a bug. My soul heart did change to a black heart as well, which think of that how you want. I don't really care. That's cool, right? Okay, what has to be the coolest part about this, I had to test it because it seemed way too good to be true. But if we give ourselves the Book of Virtues, okay, you see that. They stack. That's cool. I can use it. It's nice. There's some fire. Whatever. Now the important item, the bean. They can triple stack. You get the wisp, you get the fart, you get the damage. It's disgusting. This has a lot of potential for synergies and everything. I love the idea of it. I'm really happy with this Birthright. Overall, 10 out of 10 would definitely do again. All right, and the next Birthright is Lilith herself. I hate Lilith, but this is great. So, as you can see, Incubus now falls directly in front of you, making it so you don't have to be the sissy boy hiding behind your stupid familiar. It's now in the front lines. Look at it. Look at it. Well, now you are the sissy boy hiding behind your familiar. But not the other way around. Look, it's in front. And not only is it in front, but I believe, if I am correct, other familiars will also be in front. Look, they stay in front of you. They're there to fight now. I don't know how long this works for, but we are sure going to test it. Oh, see, that's just fantastic. And I know there's a whole, like, reasoning behind the order. Like certain items are special, and I know stuff like holy water. That's not even that. None of that was. I'm tired. Okay, holy water acts weird. I forget how. I think it's like. Okay, so I get it now. Basically, things that aren't stacked like up there. Depression is one of them. If you have depression, when you throw holy water, it'll go with you. Now, there's a few more that go with that, but yeah, there's a couple synergies with this as well. I just think this is a really good Birthright that will really change how Lilith is played, assuming you know, get the Birthright. But still, pretty good Birthright, pretty fun character now if you have Birthright, which you won't always, but you know, when you do, I mean, look at it. Look at my boys. Yeah, great, 10 out of 10. All right, next Birthright up is going to be Apollon. I really like Apollons. Apollons is all about Void up there. Basically, you know Void, it sucks up items, pretty cool, but that's it. You get permanent stat ups, and then that is the end of it. However, now with Void, every time you suck up an item, and depending on how many items you have sucked up, there's a very small chance, I don't know if it's very small, there's a small chance that upon sucking up the item, you suck up an item you already have sucked up. So it won't be the item you just sucked up, it'll be any item you've sucked up in the past. And to prove that, we will spawn a different item. So I've been having a little bit of a problem where I cannot, for the life of me, get Void to pay out again. My guess is it's just either a slight bug or just absolutely god-awful luck. The more items in Void, the more, like, the higher chance you're supposed to have to spawn one of the items you've previously sucked up. But it's not working. Plus, my tears look like that now. That's how it's supposed to work. If it's a small bug, I'm sure they'll patch it out soon, knowing Repentance. I'm not sure how soon. But either way, you saw it with the Compound Fracture. It's a really nice thing, being able to get an item you've sucked up. I know typically you suck up items you don't want, but maybe you'll be, like, a little bit more willing to suck up slightly better items now. Overall, decent Birthright. I definitely like it. All right, and next up on the list is Keeper. This one's really complicated, so I'm not sure I'm going to get this across. It's a health upgrade. The worst part is, that is so useful. Like, that is actually such... When you see that as Keeper, you are going to be ecstatic. Like, that is such a nice thing to see. And just to point out, let's just give ourselves Meat, the classic. I was missing health because I dropped to the loss, which lowered my HP. But yes, you can get up to 4 coins in the Keeper now. Not, like, super creative, but really cool. All right, so next up is Tainted Judas. Now, I would like to let you know the wiki says this is currently unimplemented. It's supposed to make Dark Arts last twice as long. However, as you can see by this length, and then me removing Birthright, that's literally the same thing. That is what Birthright is supposed to do, but unfortunately it is not currently working. Hopefully Ed will put a patch through soon. Probably not, huh? Next we're checking out Eve. Now I do like Eve. I think Eve is one of my more preferred characters, the Tainted variety anyway. You got your qualities. Normally, you spawn one. Oh, by the way, there's actually been an update to Tainted Eve where her Claudius will slowly, basically die over time. They start at like 15 health and slowly reduce to 5. I think it's fair. Also, if you have more Claudius than you need for health, so like see here, we're full on health, and you suck them up, they just teleport to you, and that is so good. I really like that. That way, if they're like separated, you're like, ah, no, you get them back to you. I think that's good. So yeah, that's a small update, completely unrelated to what I was saying, but what I was going to talk about, Birthright. All right. So now when you spawn a Claudia, you see them. They're all small and weak. What if you walk into a room with enemies? Whenever your Claudies die, they will spawn a Tainted Maggie heart that disappears. Red hearts only, by the way. But that is actually so huge. Like, the ability to get health back from your Claudies means your Claudie game is going to be on a next level. So that's great. Tainted Eve, overall, great Birthright, great character. Gotta love her. All right, and next is Tainted Laz. And Birthright as Tainted Laz is so much fun. As you see, my other Laz is here with me. Finally, it's another Jacob and Esau, what we've all wanted. No, but he can't take damage, so he's chilling. Basically, no matter which character you are, you always have the other Lazarus here that is completely invincible and does just whatever items he has. They're all there. And this item is a complete game changer for Tainted Lazarus. It makes him a much better character. Not like an unstoppable force or anything, just really freaking good in comparison. And with the other new Tainted Laz changes, it's great. I love it. So yeah, that also it applies to both, as you saw. I love this Birthright, and now I'm starting to almost like this character. Okay, so slight bug. Use clicker while there's a Tainted Laz Ghost. Permanent Tainted Laz Ghost. That's pretty cool. That's it. That's all I wanted to. I just wanted to show this real quick while I get back to showing you guys what you actually want to see. All right, so next is Tainted Lilth with her Birthright. If this works how I think it... Oh, I chose not to see this until I was recording. Hold on. Is there a cap? Nope. That's what it does. I'm not even gonna use words. That's what it does. Any familiar that'll follow you. Just give me more. I want to see more. All right, we got a few more. Is there any content? Do they deal Oh wait, no, I just have high damage. I thought they dealt contact damage for a second. I was like a little nutty. But yeah, so this is what you can expect with Tainted Lilth now. This is just gorgeous. All right, so next is Tainted Apollon. This one involves his flies, as you would probably assume. So with Tainted Apollon, now instead of his flies coming back, if your fly hits an enemy, if I can hit the freaking enemy with the fly, if your fly, I'm a disappointment. If your fly hits an enemy, there you go, and you keep shooting, your fly will do that and continuously chase the enemy, which doesn't seem too great until you factor in having a lot of flies. So we got a few more flies. If we get all these flies on an enemy, first of all, the enemy's gonna die before we know what to do with, before he knows what to do. But it's just, they're just all gonna stay on him. Imagine a boss. You can have like flies constantly chase the boss. It's gonna be huge damage for Tainted Apollon. His flies always were a little like horrible with aiming, right? But once you hit something now, you can just stay on him, and I really like that. I think that's a really positive Birthright. Okay, next is Bethany. This one's actually pretty simple in comparison. It'll spawn 4 random item wisps, which are much stronger than the other ones. So if I'm running into enemies with these, the wisps are like, I think I saw one go down a little, but that was like nothing, right? We'll grab this wisp right here, the Nightlight one. So we walk up here, let the wisp touch it a little. They're doing a lot. Obviously, I have high damage. They're getting hit a lot. And nothing's happening. They're just still alive. They've obviously shrunk, but that was a long time for wisps to stay alive. So it's fine. It's something you'll see and go, eh? Because like, if you pick it up, it could ruin your run, theoretically. Because now Lemageddon wisps are from random pools. So you could just get Isaac's Heart. Imagine getting a hard to destroy Isaac's Heart. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. But if you get some good stuff like I just got, it could be pretty alright. Alright, the last and final Birthright character. Why are we starting here from a change? Because this Birthright character is absolutely terrifying. We're just going to straight up give ourselves the Birthright and be scared. Here it is. Basically, double dark East Arrow. As you see, touching him still turns you into the Lost. However, you do get 2 dark East Arrows. They move pretty identically to each other. They won't charge unless they're both ready. So realistically, it's not going to make the run much harder having both, I don't think. I think it's almost exclusively a positive thing. Just being able to do that and fire off 2 East Blasts is going to be fantastic. But yeah, take me away. That's it. That's all the Birthrights. It's 12 a.m. I'm going to sleep. Goodbye.